Hello students, welcome to my YouTube channel Candid Chemistry. One of the most important topic related to organic chemistry is functional group. An atom or a group of atoms or a double bond or even a triple bond whose presence imparts specific properties to organic compounds is called a functional group. They are the chemical functional parts of molecule. The study of organic compounds is organized around functional groups. Each functional group defines an organic family. Although over 6 million organic compounds are known, there are only a handful of functional groups and each one serves to define a family of organic compounds. We often use the symbol R to represent the hydrocarbon portion to which the functional group is attached. Thus, R can be methyl, ethyl, propyl or any other group of carbon and hydrogen atoms with one free valency, which means that functional group will be attached to that free valency. A molecule can contain more than one functional group. It is then said to be polyfunctional, and the properties of each functional group may be modified by the presence of another functional group. Some of the functional groups found in organic chemistry are summarized in this table. For example, ester along with the formula, prefix, suffix, example, aldehydes, ketones, alcohols, alkenes, ethers, etc. How millions of organic compounds are categorized within a given functional group? It is done with the help of homologous series. A homologous series is a series of compounds in which adjacent members differ by a CH2 unit. The individual members are called homologue. Homologous series is a series of compounds with similar chemical properties and same functional group, differing from the successive member by CH2 unit. Carbon chains of varying lengths have been observed in organic compounds having the same general formula. Such organic compounds that vary from one another by a repeating unit and have the same general formula form a series of compounds. Alkanes with general formula CnH2n plus 2, alkenes with the general formula CnH2n, and alkynes with the general formula CnH2n minus 2 form the most basic homologous series in organic chemistry. The general characteristics of a homologous series are: all compounds in the series can be represented by a general formula. For example, general formula for alcohol is CnH2n plus 1 OH. They have same set of chemical properties. The molecular formula of each homologue differ from one another and one below it by a CH2 unit. All compounds in the series contain same element and the same functional group. Compounds are prepared by same chemical methods, although they may have different physical properties due to the increasing mass number. Standard homologous series are given in the table, in which, for example, let us talk about alkane. It has the general formula CnH2n plus 2. So its first homologue using this formula will be methane. The second homologue will be ethane. Third will be propane, and so on. In this way, different homologous series are formed within the organic chemistry. Students, let me teach you how to form homologues. Let us take the example of alcohol, which has the general formula CnH2n plus 1 OH. Now here we have to look at the number of N. If N is 1, so substitute the value of 1 in the given formula, and by calculation, as you can see, answer will be CH3OH. Then if we substitute the value of N is equal to 2, so by doing the calculation in the given general formula, the next formula to be achieved will be C2H5OH. In this way, you can count the homologue series of whole alcohol portion. Since we have already discussed that carbon is an essential constituent of all organic compounds, Hydrogen is also present in almost all organic compounds, but some of them may contain nitrogen, sulfur, halogen, oxygen, phosphorus, and metals. So, in order to detect elements in the organic compounds, the following tests are going to take place. For example, in case of detection of carbon and hydrogen, first of all, carbon and hydrogen can be detected by heating small amount of organic compound with cupric oxide in a glass test tube. Upon heating the mixture, the carbon and hydrogen are oxidized to carbon dioxide and water respectively. Carbon dioxide turns lime water milky, which proves the presence of carbon, and water vapors turn anhydrous copper sulfate blue, which shows the presence of hydrogen in organic compounds. The equations which shows the presence of these tests have been given in the slide. After the detection of carbon and hydrogen, usually Leysen solution is prepared to detect the rest of the elements. In order to prepare sodium extract or Leysen solution, cut a small piece of sodium metal with the help of knife. Put this piece of sodium metal in a fusion tube. Heat the fusion tube in a flame to melt sodium metal. When sodium metal is melted, then add a small amount of powdered organic compound into fusion tube. Then heat the fusion tube again till its bottom becomes red hot. Break this fusion tube in a china dish containing 20 cubic centimeter of distilled water. Mix, boil, and then filter the solution. The filtrate obtained is called Leysen solution or sodium extract. Divide this filtrate into 3 portions and taste the presence of other elements. For detection of nitrogen, take 1 portion of Leysen filtrate. Add few drops of sodium hydroxide to make it alkaline. Add freshly prepared ferric sulfate solution. Allow the solution to boil. Add few drops of ferric chloride solution and hydrochloric acid. The appearance of blue or greenish blue, which may be called Persian blue color or precipitates, will show the presence of nitrogen in the organic compounds, which are shown in the form of equations below. While detecting nitrogen, if blood red color is produced instead of Persian blue color, then it proves that the test tube contains nitrogen as well as sulfur, which may be present in the organic compound as shown in the chemical equations below. For the detection of sulfur, the second portion of Leysen filtrate is acidified with acetic acid. It is then boiled to release hydrogen sulfide gas. Hydrogen sulfide gas turns lead acetate paper black, that indicates the presence of sulfur in the compound. For the detection of halogen, third portion of Leysen solution is boiled with nitric acid. It expels cyanide ion and sulfide ions. Silver nitrate solution is being added to it. The formation of precipitates shows the presence of halogen. In case of white precipitates, which are soluble in ammonium hydroxide solution, shows the presence of chlorine. A yellow precipitate, pale in color, shows the presence of bromine, whereas a deep yellow precipitate, which is insoluble in ammonium hydroxide solution, indicates iodine. Students, I hope this video lecture was helpful to you in understanding the basic concepts of organic chemistry. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel Candid Chemistry. Thank you.